Hello there, Taurus, and welcome to your weekly update with me. My name's Simone, and I'll be doing both a general and a love reading for you. And today is the 3rd of November 2021. So I'm just going to start by shuffling your cards to get the general energy around your reading. What can Taurus expect, please, universe? What is going on with Taurus, and what can they expect? Clear and accurate messages, please, universe. So please keep in mind that this is not a personal reading, so it may or may not resonate with you. Take what does and leave what doesn't, but you may also want to have a look at your moon, Venus, or rising sign to get those extra messages and to get a better idea of what you can expect. What's going on for Taurus, please, universe? Thank you so much to everyone that's taken the time to come and watch your reading and get your messages. I do appreciate everybody that is here, and I really do hope that everyone's doing well. Let's get some good messages for you this week, Taurus. Okay, here we go. What are we starting with? Go the distance. So that's about not giving up and really just pushing yourself to work towards those goals that you have already been working towards, setting your mind on something. It's really about not giving up, even when it starts to feel a bit tough, Taurus. Even if you feel like you're putting in a lot of work, but it's really not getting you anywhere. You're being encouraged there to just keep going, and no place like home. You've also got to be fair. So I think you really just are looking for life to come into balance there, Taurus. You want to feel comfortable, and I feel that it's a lot about looking at who or the people that you're surrounding yourself with. I mean, some of you could be looking at changing locations or moving into a new home. But I do feel like for a lot of you, it's about bringing things into balance, particularly in your home life. It could be about dealing with family members or people who live in your home. But I do feel like you're really just looking for something that feels comfortable, something where you feel safe around the people that you spend time with. And just being able to be yourself as well. I feel that's really important for you at the moment too. A lot of you are sort of on the journey of, I guess, self-discovery would be the way to say it, or personal growth, just really trying to figure out who you are and where you fit in the world. Who are the people that you need to be surrounding with? Who do you need to be letting yourself who do you need to be letting go of? And that's actually, all the signs at the moment are experiencing that in this current energy. And I feel like it's affecting you on a deeper level as well here, Taurus. So let's have a look, and we'll keep looking at the story and what's coming up for you this week. You've got the Death card first. So that is actually the card of transformation when you see the Death card there. So you are going through something life-changing, something life-altering. You could be looking at just changing who you are, the way you communicate. I feel like, as I said, you are sort of looking at yourself on a deeper level, and some of you are trying to level up. Some of you are just, as I said, trying to change the way you communicate. Also, changing how you communicate with yourself, just to give you that sort of shift of perspective on how you address yourself, your internal dialogue, and that will affect the way in which you communicate with other people as well. You've also got the Six of Cups and the Ace of Wands there. So you could really be thinking about where you come from, where you grew up, perhaps your hometown, and perhaps family. Really looking at, your roots. What has made you become the person that you are now? What influences did you have growing up? I feel some of you could be feeling a bit homesick. And others of you could really just be thinking about perhaps returning home or wherever it is that you grew up. Some of you could be dealing with issues with parents at the moment as well. You've got the Ace of Wands, which is, you know, again, a brand new start in the way you are communicating with others and also with yourself, Taurus. And I feel a lot of you really are sort of looking back to your upbringing, how you were raised, and then sort of working out how that affects your life as an adult or your life at the moment. Like, I feel like this is really deep soul stuff that you're looking at for yourself at the moment, Taurus. And I feel a lot of you are finding out things about your past, your childhood, perhaps even into the teenage years that it was always there, but you never really thought about it or looked at it in a sort of different light. And so a lot of you are finding out things about your family that you weren't aware of or that you hadn't expected. With the King of Wands there, I do feel that a lot of you are finding out information. Like it's like you're gaining knowledge about your history or about your past, and you're taking that knowledge and you're trying to use it to pave a better future for yourself. Um, for some of you, because I keep hearing adoption. So some of you who have been adopted are trying to find out more about your biological family, or some of you are actually just now finding out that you were in fact adopted. Um, and this is a big deal, Taurus. This is a really big deal because it has you looking at who you are as a person in a very different light. Some of you may be trying to reconnect with family members from the past or your biological family. And this is a really huge moment for you. And some of you were just really trying to find out more about your family. And I feel like I keep saying that, but this is the really big message that is coming up at the moment. And I think you're just looking for more knowledge about family or about how you were raised, where you grew up. And I do feel that this is taking a lot of work on your part. But I do feel that doing this is going to be extremely beneficial for you, Taurus. You're going to find out all the information that you needed to help shape your future or to help transform who you are at the moment, because a lot of you are going through that transformation. And I think that having this information is super important at this moment in your life, and for you to know how you're going to proceed with the next part of your life. Now, for those of you who are not dealing with matters around adoption, I do feel that it's just about having a look at, again, I did already say this, having a look at how you were raised, your upbringing, and I guess trying to work out why your parents did things the way that they did. I think that for some of you, there are some secrets coming out into the light, things that you weren't aware of, possibly things about your parents and maybe the way that they were brought up, or things that happened during their upbringing. And with this information, it's having you see things in a completely different light, Taurus. So this whole reading for me just feels like looking back on the past and trying to work out how it has shaped you and what that means for you in the next chapter of your life, because there is something new coming in for you. You've got the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles there, and I do feel that this is about just having put in a lot of work or a really big effort into exploring your past, exploring how you became the person that you are now. And I feel for a lot of you, this is life changing stuff. It is going to change the way in which you communicate with yourself. It's also going to change the way in which you communicate with others. But I feel it's something that is going to enhance your life or your current situation and get you closer to being the person that you feel you want to be. It's also about letting go of a lot of things that just weren't feeling right for you. With this, you've got the Seven of Wands, the Six of Wands, and the Seven of Swords, Six of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. Yeah, for a lot of you, I feel this is it's a big release. It's about letting things go, which is going to bring you to a really good outcome. I do feel that there will be some discussions with people. I feel like they're going to be hard discussions. There could even be a couple of arguments here or misunderstandings. Not so much big fiery arguments, more about misunderstandings. Okay, I've just heard that for somebody here, this has come up because you needed to access your birth certificate, or you needed to get like another copy of your birth certificate. And when you've done that, something just didn't add up. So it had you, or has you, looking at things much more deeply, because there was something on the birth certificate that just didn't seem right. And I'm getting that the year of birth on the certificate is 1976. So that definitely won't be for all of you, but it is for somebody very specific here, where they've looked at their birth certificate and something just wasn't adding up for them, and they felt like they needed to research more into their birth or into their past. And 1976 is the date associated with that. So there's definitely something in this message for you, whoever that might be. But yeah, this is something it's going to work in your favor, putting in this work to find out where you come from or how you were raised, Taurus. But yeah, I do feel like there will be a conversation that needs to be had, which is going to be super helpful for you. It may be uncomfortable at the time when you're having this conversation. It could be that you've had to reconnect with somebody, but I do feel that it's going to be pleasant in the outcome. The conversation that you have, it will be pleasant in the outcome, although it may be uncomfortable at the time that you're having the conversation. So just keeping that in mind as well. And then you've got the Three of Cups, the Magician, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Tower. So definitely something shocking is going to come out of all of this for you, Taurus. But I do feel it's good. It's shockingly good, if that makes sense to you. With the Three of Cups, you will be coming together with at least one person, if not a few people. You will be coming together. It could be some kind of a reunion, or it could be about meeting new people, but I do feel you will be coming together. I do feel there's also celebration associated with that. With the Magician there, this could be something that you've been thinking about for quite a long time, or I don't know, the information that you find out, it's possible that you had a feeling that you would find out about this, or you had a feeling that this was something that you would have to explore along your path, along your journey. But I do feel that like now that it's all happening, or now that you're finding out the information that you needed, it feels right. For most of you, it just feels right, and it's like, yes, this is what I needed to know. This is where I needed to be. And it is going to bring you to a really good place, Taurus. I feel like it brings more stability into your life, or a better sense of comfort within your life. Like everything will start to make sense. And I feel like, again, you're going to be like, okay, this is what I needed to know. Now I can get on with things. I feel like it's going to make things so much clearer in your mind. You're going to have answers for so many things that just, I don't know, it feels like for many years something just didn't click, or something felt out of place. Perhaps you felt out of place, Taurus. And I feel that gaining this information or this knowledge, I feel is really going to benefit your life. And I just heard that for some of you, it's not you, but it's somebody else who is looking for their biological family, or looking to connect with family members where they probably haven't met these family members before. I do feel like for some of you, it's about somebody else coming into your life because they've been researching and they've been trying to get information about their history and about their past. So, yeah, that may come as a bit of a shock to some of you as well. But, yeah, at the end of the day, I do feel like this all works out really well. I feel like you gain a better understanding about how your family works and about why things have played out in the way that they have. So, yeah, I really hope that that message is helpful to whoever needed to hear it today. It's a pretty specific message. It's definitely not going to be for everyone. But, yeah, feel free to reach out to me if you want to let me know that, yes, that was specific to you. But, yeah, definitely it is a lovely message, because at the end of the day, it really gives you a better understanding of yourself and where you come from. So, yeah, I wish you all the best with that, Taurus. Let's have a look at the love reading now for Taurus. What can Taurus expect in love? How are they thinking and feeling about their person? How is their person thinking and feeling about them, please, universe? Clear and accurate messages. And I'm losing my voice. It keeps going in and out. I'm not really sure what's happening there. Okay, Taurus, let's have a look. This is the current energy around your connection with your person. You've got the Nine of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Star. Okay, so somebody is feeling a little bit apprehensive here. Not really sure, I feel, about how to proceed with the connection. This is something that I feel a lot of effort has gone into this connection. It could be that it's been a sort of long drawn out process, like perhaps you've been waiting a really long time for this, but I do feel this is something that has taken a really long time, with those roots here on the Seven of Pentacles, and something that you've put a lot of effort into. I do feel, though, that with the Star there, there's a lot of hope surrounding this connection. Somebody is feeling really hopeful that they can make this work, really hopeful that the other person is going to be willing to continue with this connection. It kind of feels like, oh, I'm not really sure if the other person is going to accept my offer, or I'm not really sure if the other person is still interested. And I do feel that there may have been some harsh words spoken in the past, and that could even be within the last couple of days as well, Taurus. But I do feel that there was some harsh words spoken, or somebody regrets what they said. So let's have a look at your energy in particular. You've got the Queen of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. So yeah, Taurus, you're sitting in a position where I feel like you want to have a conversation with your person, but you're super hesitant at the moment with this Knight of Wands. You're not really sure if this is something that you should pursue. You're hoping um, that it can work out, but I feel like you're sitting in a position of, well, what needs to be done here, or that a conversation needs to be had, but you're not really sure of how to do it. I do feel like you are looking for more in the connection, like you are looking for some sort of stability here, and you're trying to work out how to fix the situation, and you do want to speak about that with your person, but for whatever reason here, you're like, oh no, I don't think I should do that. So you're holding off on it. You're not really sure of how they're going to react if you start this conversation or if you reach out to them. But I feel like there is a lot that you want to say here, Taurus. I do feel like this is odd, because even though it's like you don't know if you should reach out, at the same time, you are kind of in control of the situation. I feel like you would be the one to call the shots, or you would be the one to decide if there was going to be forward movement in this connection. So in your person's energy, you've got the Lovers, Judgment, and the Five of Cups. So I do feel like it's probably your person who possibly said the wrong thing or left you feeling in a way where you don't know if you can trust them. There is a lot of passion between you and your person, but they are hoping here that I feel they are hoping that you can forgive them for what they did or what they said. And they're hoping here that you will give them a second chance. And that's probably why I feel like you are in the position to make the decision about what happens next. I feel it's just, it doesn't feel right at the moment though. You're not sure if you can trust this person. You're not sure if they're being honest with you. I feel like they regret having said what they said or did what they did. I do feel a lot of regret here with this Five of Cups. They're thinking, is this over? Is this over and done with? Is Taurus still interested in me? Is Taurus going to take me back? But I do feel like with the Judgment card, they want a second chance. But at the same time, they're really worried about what it is that you think of them now, since they sort of screwed things up or said the wrong thing. Like they're just not sure if you're going to want anything to do with them anymore. And I feel like you're very right in feeling indecisive about this connection. I feel like this person really let you down, Taurus. I feel like what happened was a big letdown for you. It was disappointing. It's like, well, you didn't expect that from this person. As I said, there is a lot of passion between the two of you, and they really, really do feel for you. But whatever happened here, you did not expect that from this person, and it's left a bad taste in your mouth. It was very disappointing behavior from them. And now you're not sure that you want to go through that again, but you do want to have a discussion with this person to sort of get a bit of closure and work out what it is that the two of you should be doing next. Got the Three of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and the Page of Wands. So again, yes, I feel there will be a discussion between the two of you. The issue is that you may not be entirely happy with what it is that they have to say. And I feel that you may decide that it's time to let them go. Like, yes, I feel like they are going to be a lot more honest with you in this conversation, Taurus. But I do feel like it's going to be really hard for you to get past the disappointment, and you may leave this person heartbroken, Taurus. Three of Swords and the Ten of Wands. You may very well leave this person, some of you actually, not all of you, may very well leave this person heartbroken and decide to move on. For others of you, you will have this conversation and you will sort things out with this person. And then I feel that you'll feel like, okay, I'm going to give this a chance. And you're going to try and keep super hopeful that, yes, they are being honest with you and that the two of you are not going to have to go down this road again. I feel like this is something that this person has probably done before. And it could just be that, you know, they freak out a little bit and then they say things without thinking. They could become a little bit nasty in what they say. And so it's left you in this way of feeling, well, okay, maybe they're done with it. Maybe they're not going to behave in that way again. Now, keeping in mind that if you are in an abusive situation, Taurus, it is not a good idea to hang around. Leave where you can leave. That is not good for your mental health, and that's not something that you should have to be dealing with. So if you know within your heart that you are in an abusive situation, then I really would encourage you to move on from that. But yeah, for a lot of you, you will decide to give this person a second chance. I think it's going to feel really iffy, like you will be really hesitant to go back into this just because you're not sure if this person actually has changed their behaviors. But you will consider giving it another chance. And for others of you, Taurus, I think at the end of the day, you're just going to go, no, this is not something that I want to deal with again. And I feel that a lot of you will make that decision to move on from this person and start something new for yourself. So I really do wish you all the best of luck. That was a bit of a heavy reading there. And as I said, very specific for somebody in that general reading. But thank you so much again for coming to watch your reading. I really do appreciate every single person that takes that time. If you did get any guidance or clarity from the reading, please give me a like down below or subscribe if you haven't already. I wish you all the best of luck. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye for now, Taurus.